leave, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry for James Conner. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
2 times. We got 4. We got 4.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, lock it. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Recon, 132 fighter. 36. Go on. Check 4. A little flare. Watch out. Go.
On on second down. Rolling. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Set, ready, 8, read. 15, check back 15. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hard, hard. Check. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
They'll run with Barton. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Bridgewater now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ward. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw on second down. Lawrence going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Rolling. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Squeeze. Jim. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Tight door.
On second down now. Rolling. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Check 3. 218. Chop.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Yeah, Jay. Stay at home.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 24. Protein spill. Check the out. Mike 50. Push him back.
From the gun, Lawrence. Yeah, he's got his tight end, Oliver. That one good for 24 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, Rowland. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Cotter going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ward. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
70, Indy. 6-6, pull it high.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd and 14.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
64,
Now a give, right side. Rolling. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Hey, look 3. Hey, check 24. Check 24. One twist. Shift.
They'll run on 1st down. Rolling. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 31. Begin. Check 9. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Showing it.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. There goes.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Let's go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence, he'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
60 or.
That's not good.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, high 7.
55, 955.
From the gun on third down. Lawrence. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Here we go, D.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try pressure advantage.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Here's Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Good job.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's it. Finds the mic. Finds the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to launch it for 1. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them. And they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Rock it, get it.
On first down, rolling. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
On the ready.
Second and long. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Samuels. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 76 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, team 6.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 2.
On 4th down, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, check it.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. 52. And we heavy on the edges.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. This pass complete to Higgins, and he's taken down inside the 30. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under